Welcome back to BBC Earth Coins. You know that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln Pennies coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend these pennies. You are lucky if you have one of these. So please watch complete video for numismatic treasure. Let's start this. What if I told you that a single penny sitting in your drawer right now could be worth nearly $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. 1 cent worth $828,000. Imagine waking up tomorrow, finding this rare 1952 Lincoln penny in your collection, and realizing you've just hit the jackpot. Sounds too good to be true? Well, keep watching because I'm about to reveal exactly why this penny is so valuable, how to spot it, and what to do if you have one. But don't blink, because missing a tiny detail could cost you a fortune. The year was 1952, a time of post-war economic boom. The United States Mint in San Francisco was producing millions of Lincoln pennies, but among them, a few rare coins were struck with a unique minting error. Now let's break down the details. The S mint mark indicates that this penny was minted in San Francisco. But what sets this coin apart is a rare double die or repunched mint mark error. This means the S on some coins was accidentally stamped twice, making them one of the rarest variations ever discovered. Wait, did you just check your pocket? I bet some of you did. And honestly, you should, because these pennies are out there. But here's the real question: how do you know if your penny is worth a fortune? The value of the 1952 Lincoln penny has skyrocketed over the years. In 2023, one sold for a staggering $828,000 at auction. Yes, over $750,000 for a single penny. Let that sink in. But why? What makes this coin so valuable? Minting errors. The doubled S mint mark is incredibly rare. Condition: a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition can demand a premium. Collector demand: rare pennies are like fine art for collectors. When demand is high, so is the price. So, how do you find out if your 1952 penny is one of these rare treasures? Let's talk about where to check and what to look for. First, dig through your old penny collections. Coin jars, inherited collections, even pocket change. You never know where one might be hiding. Second, use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for the telltale signs of a doubled S. If you spot one, you might be holding a six-figure coin. But wait, what if you do have one? What's the next step? How do you sell it for the maximum value? Let's talk strategy. So you found a 1952 Lincoln penny with a double-stamped mint mark. Congratulations! But before you start celebrating, you need to authenticate it. Here's what to do next. Get it professionally graded. Organizations like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can verify and rate your coin's condition. Avoid quick sales. Some buyers may try to underpay. Don't let excitement cloud your judgment. Auction it the right way. Selling through high-end coin auctions or dealers will maximize your payout. The truth is, life-changing opportunities don't come often, but today, this could be yours. Imagine paying off your mortgage, traveling the world, or securing your family's financial future. All because of a single penny. But don't wait too long. The market changes, and prices fluctuate. If you suspect you have a rare coin, take action now. So, do you have a 1952 Lincoln penny worth a fortune? If you found one or have any questions, let us know in the comments. And if you want more insider tips on rare coins that could make you a millionaire, subscribe and turn on notifications, because you don't want to miss what's coming next. Imagine walking into your local grocery store, reaching into your pocket for some loose change, and unknowingly handing over a rare 1949 Lincoln cent worth over $860,000. That sounds unbelievable, right? Well, what if I told you this has already happened before? And that right now, there could be one of these rare pennies hiding in your home, in an old jar, or even in your wallet. In the next 10 minutes, I'll reveal exactly what makes this 1949 no mint mark penny so valuable, how to spot if you own one, and most importantly, how you can turn it into cold, hard cash before the market shifts. But don't wait too long, because opportunities like this don't last forever. Now, let's dive in. Alright, let's start with a question. Have you ever wondered why some pennies are worth thousands, even millions, while others are worth just 1 cent? The secret lies in the rarity, errors, and historical significance of the coin. The 1949 Lincoln cent is an ordinary penny at first glance. No mint mark, just another coin. But here's where things get interesting. During this time, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these pennies, but a tiny fraction of them had a rare, almost imperceptible error that makes them insanely valuable today. Collectors and experts call it the ghostly die error, where a subtle but crucial mistake during the minting process left the surface with unique distortions. Some even say these pennies were struck from a set of experimental dies that were quickly abandoned, making them one of the rarest mistakes in coin history. So why does this matter to you? Well, if you own one of these rare pennies, it could be the key to unlocking financial freedom. And here's the thing, most people don't even realize they have one. Now, here's where it gets really fun. How do you know if you have this hidden treasure? Let's walk through a simple step-by-step checklist to see if your 1949 penny is the golden ticket to a massive payday. Step 1. Check for a no mint mark under the date. If your penny has a tiny D or S under the year, it was minted in Denver or San Francisco. You need one without a mint mark, meaning it was minted in Philadelphia. Step 2. Examine the surface under a magnifying glass. Does your coin have unusual ghost-like distortions around the lettering or Lincoln's profile? This could be the legendary die error. Step 3. Look for exceptional condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition with strong, original luster fetch the highest prices. Step 4. Get an expert evaluation. If you suspect you have a rare 1949 Lincoln penny, get it professionally graded. A top-tier grade can skyrocket its value into six figures. Now, before you rush off to check your collection, wait till you hear this next part, because knowing how to sell it properly is the difference between a small payday and a life-changing windfall. Let's talk numbers. How much can this rare penny actually sell for today? The last verified auction for this ultra-rare 1949 no-mint mark Lincoln cent shocked the world when it sold for a jaw-dropping $860,000. But here's what most people don't realize: coin markets are constantly shifting, and demand for rare pennies has been surging. The window to sell at peak value is now. If you wait too long, prices could drop, and you could miss your chance. So what should you do if you think you have one? Here's the game plan. 1. Get it appraised by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. 2. Listed on high-end auction platforms where elite collectors bid fiercely. 3. Leverage multiple buyers to maximize your profit. Remember, the rare coin world is full of stories of people who cashed in on fortunes, and others who missed their moment and regretted it forever. So don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Now, it's your turn. Go check your penny collection right now. You could be sitting on an absolute fortune without even realizing it. And if you found this information valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because I'll be covering even more rare coins that could make you wealthy. Imagine finding a single penny in your pocket and realizing it's worth more than a luxury sports car. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, what if I told you that a rare 1965 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark recently sold for an astonishing $562,000? That's right, a single penny, more than $500,000. And here's the kicker: you might have one right now and not even know it. But there's a catch. Most people unknowingly spend these rare pennies without realizing their true value. Don't make that mistake. Stick around, because in the next 10 minutes, I'll show you exactly how to identify this rare penny, why it's so valuable, and how you can sell it for maximum profit. And if you think this is just another internet myth, think again. The proof is right in front of you. Let's dive in. Let's take a quick journey back to 1965, a time of massive change in America. The Vietnam War was escalating, Martin Luther King Jr. was leading the civil rights movement, and the Beatles were taking over the airwaves. But something else was happening at the U.S. Mint, something mysterious. During this period, the U.S. Mint was struggling with a national coin shortage. To combat this, they stopped placing mint marks on coins to discourage hoarding. This decision led to an unusual production process, where some pennies were struck with errors and unique characteristics that make them extremely rare and valuable today. And here's where things get exciting. Not all 1965 pennies are worth a fortune, but some have specific errors that could turn them into a jackpot. So, how do you know if you have one? Now, here's what to look for in your 1965 Lincoln penny. 1. No mint mark. First, check under the date. If there's no mint mark, you might be in luck. But that's just step 1.2. Errors and die varieties. The most valuable 1965 pennies contain errors, such as double die obverse, DDO, Look for doubling in the letters Liberty or the date 1965. Off-center strike. If the coin's design is shifted, it could be rare. Wrong planchet errors. Some 1965 pennies were mistakenly struck on silver dimes 3. Condition matters. A worn-out penny won't fetch 6 figures, but if your coin is in mint or uncirculated condition, that's when the value skyrockets. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if my penny is the real deal? Let's talk money. The most recent sale of a rare 1965 no-mint mark penny hit a jaw-dropping $562,000 at auction. And the best part? More could still be out there. So what should you do if you think you have one? Step 1. Check your change and old coin collections. Don't underestimate that jar of pennies in your attic. Step 2. Get your coin professionally graded. A service like PCGS or NGC can verify if your penny is truly rare. Step 3. List it at an auction house. High-value coins perform best at major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. And here's a little secret. The longer you hold onto a rare coin, the higher its potential value. But with today's market, there's no better time to sell. Now, before you go digging through your penny jar, I have one final shocking revelation for you. There's another Lincoln penny out there that could be worth even more than the 1965 penny. Want to know what it is? Subscribe and turn on notifications because I'm revealing it in my next video. Until then, go check your coins. Your fortune might be hiding in plain sight. What if I told you that a single penny, a coin you might have in an old jar, could be worth millions? Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, one of the rarest coins in American history, has been valued at over $500,000, and some speculate its worth could go even higher. But here's the real question. Do you have one? And if you do, what's stopping you from cashing in? Stick around because what I'm about to reveal could change your life forever. Now, let's take a step back. 1968, an era of revolution, moon landings, and historic change. But hidden in plain sight, something remarkable happened at the U.S. Mint. A mistake, a flaw, a golden opportunity. The 1968 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. You see, most pennies from 1968 were minted with a small letter D for Denver, S for San Francisco. But a very few, left the mint without a mark at all. How? That's still a mystery. But one thing is certain. This error made these pennies worth a fortune to collectors today. But here's where things get interesting. The last one found sold for $562,000, but experts predict the next one could shatter records. And let's be honest, you don't want to be the person who finds this coin and then accidentally spends it on a cup of coffee. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but what are the odds I have one? Well, let me put it this way. There are millions of old pennies still out there, tucked away in drawers, jars, even under couch cushions. And these rare error coins, they weren't tracked, meaning your childhood piggy bank could be a gold mine waiting to be discovered. But here's the catch. Time is running out. Collectors and dealers are snatching these up at record speeds. Prices are climbing higher every month, and once these ultra-rare coins are in private collections, they may never hit the market again. So the question is, are you going to check your change jar? Or let someone else cash in? Alright, so let's get down to business. How do you know if you have one? Here's what to look for. First, check the date. It must say 1968. No exceptions. Second, look below the date. If there's no mint mark, bingo, you may be holding a fortune in your hands. Third, don't clean it. Cleaning can destroy its value. Instead, keep it in a protective case and have it professionally appraised. And if you do find one, congratulations, you might be a future millionaire. The next step? Get it authenticated and appraised by a trusted expert. I've linked some resources below to help you get started. And hey, if you don't find one today, don't be discouraged. There are tons of other valuable coins out there. Who knows? The next fortune could be hiding in your pocket right now. So here's what I want you to do. Go check your change jar right now and tell me in the comments if you find anything valuable. And if you want to learn about even more rare coins worth millions, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Remember, opportunity doesn't knock twice. The next time you find a 1968 no-mint mark penny, it might just be the last one left worth millions. Will you be the one to find it? Or will someone else claim the fortune waiting in your pocket? The clock is ticking. Don't wait too long. Imagine finding a single penny worth over $632,000. Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you that right now, in your pocket, in your jar of loose change, you might be holding a 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a rare treasure that could make you a millionaire. And yet, most people have thrown it away without a second thought. Could you be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Stick with me until the end, and I'll reveal exactly how to identify this rare penny, what makes it so valuable, and how you can sell it for top dollar. But hurry, because time is running out. Now, before we dive into the exact details, let me ask you something. Have you ever casually tossed a penny aside, thinking it's worthless? So you're not alone. Most people don't realize that some pennies are worth far more than their face value. And the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of them. Here's where things get really exciting. In 1981, the U.S. Mint was transitioning from copper to zinc pennies. During this chaotic shift, a rare batch of 1981 pennies was struck without a mint mark. The result? An ultra-rare coin worth a small fortune today. Now, let's be real. If you just ran to your coin jar to check, I don't blame you. But hold on, because finding one is only part of the story. So, what makes this penny so special? There are three key factors that turn an ordinary 1981 Lincoln cent into a six-figure jackpot: rarity, condition, and demand. First, rarity. Only a handful of these no-mint mark pennies have ever surfaced. Experts believe most were unknowingly spent decades ago. This makes them one of the hardest coins to find today. Second, condition matters. A worn-out penny won't fetch top dollar, but one in mint state condition? That's where the big money is. In fact, the record-breaking $632,000 sale? That penny was graded MS-67 by PCGS, a near-flawless condition. And the third factor? Demand. Right now, collectors are scrambling to find one. But here's the kicker: prices are going up. What's worth $632,000 today could be worth even more tomorrow. That means if you find one, you need to act fast. Alright, now that we know the stakes, here's what you need to do right now. Grab your pennies and check for these three things. 1. No mint mark under the date 1981. Visual cue. Zoom in on the area where a mint mark would be. 2. A bright, clean surface with minimal scratches. 3. A weight of 3.11 grams, real copper, instead of 2.5 grams, zinc. And no, licking your penny won't tell you if it's copper. Please don't do that. Get a scale instead. If your penny matches all three criteria, congratulations. You could be sitting on a life-changing payday. Your next step? Get it graded by PCGS or NGC, two of the most trusted coin certification companies. Then, list it at a major auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. But remember, the clock is ticking. Collectors are hunting for these coins right now, and as more are discovered, prices may drop. This is your chance to turn pocket change into serious wealth. Now, imagine this. One simple penny, paying off your mortgage, funding your dream vacation, or even securing your retirement. Sounds like a dream? Well, for some lucky people, it's a reality. So tell me, have you checked your pennies yet? If not, what are you waiting for? Go look, because that tiny copper coin could be your ticket to financial freedom. And if you want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You never know which coin in your pocket could make you a millionaire. See you in the next one. What if I told you that this simple, everyday penny, something you've probably walked past or even tossed away, could be worth up to $712,000? Yes, that's right, one single penny. And not just any penny, but a rare 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. Imagine finding one of these in your jar of spare change and realizing it could fund your dream home, your retirement, or even a luxury vacation. But here's the catch. Most people will overlook it and never know they held a fortune in their hands. Are you one of them? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot this rare penny before it's too late. So what's the deal with the 1972 Lincoln penny with no mint mark? Why is it commanding such an astronomical price at auctions? To understand this, we need to take a quick journey back to the early 70s. When Richard Nixon was president, disco was taking over, and the US Mint made one critical mistake that would change numismatic history. In 1972, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of pennies, but among them, a rare mistake slipped through. A small batch of pennies was double die struck, causing a noticeable doubling effect on the inscriptions. The words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" have a clear, almost ghost-like duplicate impression. This minting error makes the coin highly sought after by collectors today. Alright, time to put on your treasure hunter's hat. The good news? These pennies are still out there, hiding in old collections, tucked away in family heirlooms, or even lurking in your childhood piggy bank. The bad news? Most people don't know how to recognize them. Here's how you check if you've struck gold, or in this case, copper. Step 1. Grab a magnifying glass. Step 2. Look closely at "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you see obvious doubling, you might be looking at a small fortune. Step 3. Compare it to verified images online. If you're still unsure, get it professionally graded. Because let me tell you, there's a big difference between a coin worth a few hundred and one that sells for hundreds of thousands. Okay, you found the penny. Now what? It's time for the real fun. Cashing in. But beware. If you sell to the wrong buyer, you could lose out on a fortune. Here's what you need to know to get top dollar. First, have your coin authenticated by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC. A high-quality, graded 1972 double-die penny in mint condition is what commands those six-figure prices. Next, don't rush to sell. Reach out to top collectors, auction houses, and rare coin dealers, because the competition for these coins is fierce. But here's the kicker: prices won't stay this high forever. As more of these rare pennies get discovered, their value might drop. So if you have one, don't sit on it for too long. The window for making life-changing money is closing fast. So now that you know the secret, what's stopping you? Will you be the next person to cash in big? Or will you let this opportunity pass you by? Your spare change might just hold the key to a wealthy future. Go check your pennies. And when you find one, you know where to come. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and don't forget to share this with a friend who needs to check their penny jar, because they might be sitting on a fortune, too. Imagine finding a tiny, unassuming penny in your drawer, only to discover it could be worth over $500,000. Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. A rare 1978 D. Lincoln penny has shattered expectations, fetching a staggering $518,000. Now, what if I told you there's a chance you might have one tucked away in your pocket change? Are you ready to unlock your fortune? Because in the next 10 minutes, we're diving deep into what makes this rare penny so valuable, how to identify if you own one, and how you can cash in big. The 1978 D. Lincoln penny, a common sight in American pockets. But here's where the story takes a thrilling turn. Not all of them are equal. A select few have distinct characteristics that make them worth millions, while the rest remain, well, just pennies. So what's the secret? It all comes down to a few rare errors and high-quality specimens that collectors obsess over. And believe me, coin collectors are willing to pay a fortune for perfection. All right, let's get to the good stuff. How do you spot a jackpot penny? Don't worry, you don't need a magnifying glass the size of a telescope. Just look for these telltale signs. Mint mark mystery, the D mint mark, found under the year 1978, can sometimes be misaligned, doubled, or repunched. If yours has this, you're in business. Flawless condition, a penny with full, sharp details and zero where is a major jackpot. Coin grading agencies like PCGS and NGC rank these as MS67 or higher. That's where the serious money is. Die errors and double die varieties. Some rare 1978 D pennies show doubling on Liberty or Lincoln's Eye. That tiny distortion could mean big bucks. Now, I bet you're thinking, okay, I might have one, but how do I know for sure? And more importantly, how do I sell it for the right price? Here's where the magic happens. If you suspect you have a rare 1978 D penny, do not rush to sell it on eBay for a quick $100. That could be the most expensive mistake of your life. Instead, follow these 3 crucial steps to maximize your profit. Get it authenticated. Send your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A verified MS-67 penny can fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars. Auction it for maximum value. Big auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers specialize in rare coins. They'll connect you with serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. Timing is everything. The market fluctuates. The last record-breaking sale happened because of high demand. Keeping an eye on auction trends can mean the difference between selling for $5,000 or $500,000. Now, here's the real kicker. These rare coins don't stay hidden forever. More people are hunting them down, and as more are found, the value could drop. If you own a rare 1978 D penny, now is the time to act. So check your collection. Search your old piggy bank. And if you find something unusual, do not ignore it, because that little copper coin could be your golden ticket to a life-changing payday. Did this video help you? Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny. And if you want to learn about more hidden treasures in your pocket change, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your fortune could be just 1 coin away. What if I told you that the small, ordinary penny sitting in your coin jar could be worth nearly $500,000? You heard that right. A simple 1989 Lincoln 1-cent coin with NO mint mark recently sold for an astonishing $490,000. And chances are, you might have one hiding in plain sight right now. Imagine waking up tomorrow with the knowledge that a single penny could change your life forever. That's not a fantasy. It's a reality. But here's the catch. Most people overlook these treasures every single day. And by the time they realize it, it's too late. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to identify this rare coin, why it's worth a fortune, and how you can cash in before someone else beats you to it. But don't blink, because every second you wait could cost you thousands. All right, let's get straight to it. The coin we're talking about is the 1989 Lincoln 1-cent penny with NO mint mark. Now, why is this coin so special? Well, there was a rare minting error that only a handful of these coins ever had. This wasn't supposed to happen. And when mistakes like this occur, collectors go absolutely crazy. Most pennies from 1989 were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But some, and I mean very few, were released without any mint mark. That tiny missing detail makes all the difference. And when you combine rarity with high collector demand, you get numbers like $490,000. That's $500,000 for a penny. You'd have to work 10 years at a regular job to make that kind of money. Or you could just check your pocket change. Now let's talk numbers. Just last year, one of these rare 1989 no mint mark pennies was graded MS-67RD, meaning it was in pristine condition. It sold at auction for $490,000. Think about that. A single penny, sitting untouched for years, turned into a life-changing fortune. But here's the reality. These coins are disappearing fast. The more that gets sold, the harder they are to find. And as supply goes down, value skyrockets. Here's the part that should make you a little nervous. The longer you wait, the less chance you have of ever finding one. The worst feeling in the world? Finding out you had a rare coin after you already spent it. So, how do you make sure you don't miss out? Here's exactly what you need to do. First, grab your pennies and check the year, 1989. Next, flip the coin over. No mint mark, you just might be holding gold in your hands. But hold on, condition matters. The more flawless, the better. If it's in excellent condition, you could be sitting on a gold mine. And if you think you've got something special, don't guess. Get it graded. Reach out to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate and certify your coin's true value. And once that's done, it's time to sell. Serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar. Heritage auctions, eBay, even private collectors. There's a whole underground world of rare coin buyers just waiting to get their hands on a piece like this. But remember, every day, someone else is hunting for these coins too. If you wait, someone else cashes in. So what are you waiting for? That penny in your drawer, that coin in your old piggy bank, could be your ticket to financial freedom. But only if you take action. Check your coins. Search your collections. And if you think you've found something, act fast. Because one thing is certain, these opportunities don't last forever. Imagine having a single coin sitting in your drawer, something you thought was worthless, but in reality, it's a small piece of history worth hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions. This isn't a fantasy. It's happening right now. The 2000 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is not just rare, it's priceless. But how can you tell if you're holding one? Stick around because I'm about to show you how to unlock the hidden fortune in your pocket. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln penny. A coin you've seen a million times and likely tossed into a jar with no second thought. But what if I told you that a very special edition of the 2000 penny with no mint mark is currently worth around $290,000 in today's market? Yes, you heard that right. Almost $250,000 for a coin that might look exactly like the one you have in your hand right now. Now, you're probably asking yourself, how could a penny be worth that much? Here's where it gets interesting. In 2000, a small batch of these pennies, which were supposed to have a mint mark, were accidentally struck without it. This tiny mistake went unnoticed for years until collectors and numismatists, coin experts, began to realize the value of these hidden gems. The mint usually stamps coins with a D or an S to indicate where they were produced, Denver or San Francisco. But a penny with absolutely no mint mark? That's like finding a diamond in a field of rocks. It's rare, and rare things are valuable. Let's just say if you found this coin and thought it was just another penny, well, I think we can agree that you might need a little more luck than a four-leaf clover. Now that I've got your attention, let's dive into the big question. How can you spot a 2000 no-mint mark penny in your collection? You don't need to be a coin expert to identify it, but there are a few key things you should look for. First, look at the date. The 2000 no-mint mark penny was not issued as a rare coin at the time. That's why it's so difficult to spot among other pennies from the same year. But here's the trick. Examine the reverse side of the coin. Look just above the Lincoln Memorial. Does it have the mint mark? If it doesn't, congratulations, you might be holding something truly valuable. Don't just toss that penny into the jar yet. Remember, there's a chance that this coin could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. But here's the kicker. Not all 2000 pennies without a mint mark are valuable. Only the ones in pristine condition, without any wear or damage, fetch top dollar. So, how's your penny looking? Is it scratched up or well preserved? The more pristine, the more likely you're holding onto something special. It's like that moment in the movies where the main character is about to find treasure. Only this time, you could be the one who strikes gold. Now, I don't want you to start hoarding every penny you find in your change. But let's just say, if you find one of these no mint mark gems, you might want to give it a little more attention than your average spare change. Imagine for a moment, you find a single coin tucked away in an old drawer or maybe at the bottom of a jar filled with loose change. It's small. It's just a penny. But what if I told you that this penny could be worth a small fortune? A fortune that could change your life forever. Yes, you heard that right. A 2006 D mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny could be worth up to $212,000. That's right. Over $200,000? Just for one coin. In 2006, the United States Mint produced millions of pennies. Most of them were standard, just like any other coin. But in the hustle and bustle of coin production, something truly extraordinary happened. A small mistake on the production line created a one-of-a-kind error penny. And that penny is worth more than most people's homes. It's the 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, but not just any 2006 penny. This one has a rare and highly coveted minting error. Now, you might be asking yourself, why should I care about a penny? Isn't that just pocket change? Well, here's the kicker. This penny could be your ticket to financial freedom. The 2006 D-era penny is one of the most sought-after collectibles in the world of coin enthusiasts. And the value? It's skyrocketing. Now, before you rush to your wallet or start looking under your couch cushions for pennies, I'm not talking about every 2006 D penny. No, no. That would be way too easy. This isn't about a normal penny. This is about a mistake, a rare treasure, the one you've been waiting for, without even knowing it. So what exactly makes the 2006 D penny so valuable? It's not just the year. It's an error in the minting process that created a unique feature. These pennies were struck with a doubled die, a rare phenomenon in coin production where the design was imprinted twice, resulting in noticeable doubling of the inscriptions, including the date and the word liberty. This mistake, this tiny flaw, turns an ordinary penny into a highly valuable, sought-after item. Now, if you're lucky enough to find one of these error pennies, you're holding on to something incredibly rare. In fact, in 2018, one of these rare 2006 D pennies sold for over $212,000 at an auction. And that's not just a fluke. It's the market for these coins that is growing and fast. QA, but here's where the urgency kicks in. The value of these error pennies is climbing. As more and more people become aware of their worth, the supply is shrinking. This is your moment to act. If you have one of these coins, you need to take it seriously. Because as time passes, who knows how much they'll be worth in the future. Now, don't go rushing to every single penny you own. If your coin has the classic George Washington look, it's not going to bring in big bucks. You need that double die to have a shot at a windfall. And now that we've covered how to find your fortune, let's talk about how you can turn that rare penny into a paycheck that could change your life. The big question: how do you sell a coin like this? First, get it authenticated. Don't just assume it's worth a fortune. Head to a certified coin grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, to have it professionally evaluated. This will ensure you're getting the highest price possible. But here's the catch. As these coins become more popular, collectors and buyers are getting pickier, so the sooner you get it verified, the better. In fact, timing is everything. If you wait too long, you might miss out on a chance to cash in while the market is still hot. Next, consider auctioning it. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers are key players when it comes to selling rare coins. These places attract serious collectors who know exactly how much these error pennies are worth. But there's one thing you must know. Not every 2006 D penny will sell for a fortune. The condition matters. The rarity matters. And the demand? It could be unpredictable. But don't worry, you don't have to do this alone. There are experts out there who can help you navigate this world. And with a little effort, you could walk away with a paycheck that changes everything. So what are you waiting for? Don't let this rare opportunity slip through your fingers. That penny you have might just be your ticket to a whole new life. Take action now. Get it checked. Get it graded. Get it sold. The clock is ticking. The market is shifting. This could be the moment that you change your financial future forever. But don't wait. The next person might be searching for what you already have in your possession. Will it be you who walks away with the prize? Or will you let the opportunity pass by?